Hola mi gente, welcome to my channel. So I want to show you how I make this delicious potato taco bowl. This bowl came together in less than 30 minutes and it came out so good. You are going to want to make this every day of the week. So I'm going to show you stay until the end of the video and let's get started. Alright guys, so we're going to start with prepping our potatoes. So I'm using here 4 Idaho potatoes that you want to go ahead and just cut them into small cubes. They don't have to be perfect, but if you can try to keep the same size, about this size, it will be perfect. So guys, I'm not going to use my potatoes right away. I'm actually just prepping this in the morning and this is going to be my dinner for tonight. So the way I keep my potatoes from going dark and still nice and fresh is I just put them in quart containers with some water and then you just keep them in the fridge until you're ready to use them. They keep good for about 2 days. All right, mi gente. So we also gonna prep our pico de gallo early in the morning. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this early. And remember, the longer it sits, the longer your pico de gallo sits, the better it's gonna get. All those flavors are just gonna get to know each other. They're gonna marinate together, and it's gonna be perfect. So we're gonna go ahead and just start dicing one tomato, just small cubes. And then I'm going to go ahead and dice up 1 Spanish onion, very small Spanish onion. So if you don't have Spanish onion, you can use a white onion, you can use a red onion. Girl, don't even worry about it. Anything you have will work fine on this pico. So after dicing up my onions, I'm going to go ahead and work on my jalapeno. So mi gente, if you want to keep the seeds on your jalapenos, go for it. You can just go ahead and keep it on. I took the seeds out, but I kept the rib of the jalapeno. And déjame decirte, my pico came out much spicy. So if you can handle spice, just take everything out. But that spice give it such a good taste. So now we're going to go ahead and just chop up your cilantro. You can use as much as a little cilantro you want. And I'm going to have everything in the description. All of my ingredients is going to be down below. So make sure you check that out. So after cutting all of your vegetables, you put it in a bowl, and now you're going to go ahead and squeeze the juice of 1 lime. You are going to add salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. For some reason, it didn't record, but I added that. And I just want you to taste it, of course, and adjust it to your liking. But this pico looks amazing, and it tastes delicious. So now you're just going to cover it up, put it in your fridge, so when you're ready to use it. All right, guys, so now I'm ready to cook, and look at my potatoes. They look perfect. They look nice and fresh. There's no brown spots. They look perfect. So now you want to make sure you dry them very well. And I forgot to say this at the beginning. I did keep the skin on my potatoes. The skin does have a lot of vitamins, but you can go ahead and peel yours off if you want. So after drying your potatoes, you're going to go ahead and add some oil and season it with garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, Cajun seasoning, some paprika, and you're also going to add salt and pepper. And make sure you preheat your oven at 400 degrees. So now that you add all of your spices, make sure you toss them up and make sure everything is coated with those spices, all right? So now you're just going to go ahead and transfer it to your baking dish. Make sure you flatten all of them out. You don't want them overlapping on top of each other because you want this to cook nice and well, and you don't want them to like steam up. So now you're going to cook them at 400 degrees for about 17 minutes. All right, guys, so while my potatoes cook, we're gonna get started on our ground beef. So in my cast iron, I have my flame on medium-high heat, and I just started cooking my ground beef. So as you can see, I didn't add no oil on my pot because look at all of that oil that this ground beef just releases. So you're gonna get rid of some of it, just leave a little bit of it, just like a couple of tablespoons. So once your meat is nice and brown, you're gonna go ahead and start sauteing some garlic for about 30 seconds until you can smell it. And then when that happens, that's when you're going to start adding your seasonings. Again, everything is going to be down in the description, so make sure you check that out. So after adding all of your spices, you're going to go ahead and give that a nice mix. And as I'm mixing it, I'm also breaking the meat out because some of it is just big chunks. And then you're going to add some tomato paste. Let that tomato paste saute for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to add some water. So don't add too much water. You're just going to add about 1/3 of a cup of water. And then you're going to lower your heat to low medium. And then you're just going to cover it up and cook your meat, and you're gonna cook your meat for about 10 minutes, mi gente. And at this time, my potatoes are done. They look perfect. My meat is done. It looks perfect. So now we're gonna go ahead and put this potato bowl together. All right, mi gente, so it's time to serve. So you're gonna start by adding your potatoes to your bowl. Let me tell you, these potatoes came out so good. They have a nice crust on the outside. Oh, they came out perfect. So then you're gonna add your cheese that I like to mix with my potatoes. And then I'm gonna add my ground beef. This ground beef, guys, oh my God, it came out so good. And then you're gonna start adding your toppings. So you remember that pico de gallo you make this morning, girl? It's right here and it tastes amazing. I'm also gonna add some sour cream. You can of course add as much or as little as you want. We also gonna add some guacamole that I forgot to record, but I'm sure you know how to make it. And then we hinted I made this green sauce a couple of days ago. It goes so well with this potato taco bowl. And this is my bowl and so good. This is my wife's. It looks perfect. And mi gente, you had to make this. This is one of the quickest weekday meals, especially now that the kids are back to school. This is going to be nice and easy. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Y buen provecho.